August 15th, 2018 it started out to be a day like any other day. And got ready for work, came to work, dropped my wife off as I normally did to her work, and by about 8:30 I started feeling a little bit different. I didn't really know what was going on, but I went through what I knew as to be heart protocol for heart attack, stroke protocol. I came up with nothing, but I didn't feel right. Thankfully that day, Michigan Blood was in the facility not too far from my area, and I asked them to check out my vitals just to see if they could tell me what was going on. The first thing they did though was tell me that I didn't look good. And with that, checking my vitals, my blood pressure was quite low for me, and they said, hey, you probably should call your doctor. So I did call the doctor right away. Now this is about 10 o'clock in the morning. Got in about 10:45 to see him. After he did an EKG and it was inconclusive for a heart attack or anything else, he said, I'm going to send you to Covenant to do a full cardiac workup. We got there by about 10:30, quarter to 11, and with that, they started checking me out right away. At the time I got to the hospital, I started having pains, pressure pains more than anything in my shoulder area, my collarbone area. But again, nothing really that would define heart attack. Yet with the testing they did, blood work, it came conclusive that I did have a heart attack. So by 3 o'clock that afternoon, they decided I needed to have angioplasty, which is the process where they determine blockages in your heart. I had one blockage on the left side that was 100%, and I had two blockages on the right side that were each 80%. Now the right side is your lung function. And with that, I started thinking, well, maybe that explains why the last two 5Ks that I had done prior to that, one being just 2 weeks before my heart attack, I felt a little more fatigued than normal. But at that time, I just thought it was fatigue. I had just done a 5K. But with the angioplasty, they decided, okay, 9 o'clock the next morning, we're going to do a triple bypass surgery. So within about a 24-hour period, I went from thinking I was feeling fine to having a heart attack and having triple bypass surgery. 5 days in the hospital, many weeks of rehab. I was off of work 6 weeks, but in the time I came back, everyone's been working well with me. The message I want to give with this story is get to know your body and pay attention to your body. Don't feel badly if, there's such a thing as being a hypochondriac, but if you feel odd, if you don't feel like you're right for any reason, question it. Ask somebody to check you out if you can. Call your doctor. Don't waste time, because if it had been Tuesday, had it been Thursday, I probably wouldn't have thought about it, wouldn't have asked Michigan Blood to help out, and I might not be here to tell my story. So I would just want to remind everyone to listen to your body, pay attention to your health, and make sure that you're here to tell your story.